Hello, everybody. My name is Alderwoman Lee, and you're at the 11th Ward's Community Zoning Change Meeting for the property at 3020 South Union. The requested change is from a single-family residential RS3 to an RT4. We have with us today Mr. Tom Pekarski representing the owners. I'm not sure who else is here. I believe that you're the owners are here in the room with us. And then Stephen, are you a constituent? Are you an architect? Who are you?
Yeah, Stephen Sputney with Dearborn Architects.
Okay, got it. Sorry, I'm gonna blame my COVID foggy brain on that. So just give me a pass on that for this time. Thanks for being here with us. And we have with us Carlos Diaz, who's my chief of staff, and he handles zoning issues for the ward. And Matt, since you're the only one that's in the room, I'll introduce you to. This is Matt Mellick.
I'm Matt. I live one block off you both.
Oh, so you're really close to this
Yeah,
one. Yeah. Okay, great. Well, and Matt is a frequent flyer when it comes to our zoning meetings. He's I think one of the most dedicated, if not the most dedicated resident when it comes to zoning issues in the ward. With that, I'm going to hand it over to either Mr. Pekarski or Stephen. Which one of you is going to do the presentation here?
I think I could take the lead and Steve
Okay.
can handle any.
Do you want me to bring up the drawings?
Yeah,
Tell me when you want that.
I think so. For the benefit of
Sure.
the crowd here.
Yep, hold on one second, and I will share my screen. Whoa, go away. That's what I want to share. Okay, so on the screen now, and I will blow that up a little bit so you can see. So, Tom, can you see that on your screen?
I can.
Okay, great. Go ahead.
Thank you. And thank you for everyone who attended today to discuss our proposal for the property at 3020 South Union. Property is located in the middle of the block on Union between 30th and 31st. It's formerly was the location of a single-family residential building, which has been subsequently demolished. It sits on a 25 by 122 foot lot. While the block is zoned R3, which would normally indicate single-family buildings, it's the block's nature is actually multifamily, with 10 of the 17 lots on the even side of the street containing multi-unit buildings, and many on the other side of the street. But I specifically counted out the even side of the street because that's where we're located. We propose to construct a building that meets this multifamily nature and is architecturally consistent with the neighborhood. We propose to construct a new construction building containing 3 residential units. The building will be constructed of brick and feature a peaked roof, which is similar to other buildings in the area, but at the same time provides some diversity, some architectural diversity for aesthetic purposes for the block. The building will feature Juliet-style balconies for each of the units at the front of the building and steel porches at the rear, as you can see on the elevation that is currently there. The project will provide 3 parking spaces located at the rear of the property and access from the alley. The units themselves will be 2 simplex units on the top 2 floors and a duplex unit on the ground floor and duplexed into the basement. The simplex units will provide approximately 1,200 square feet of space with 2 bedrooms and 2 baths. The duplex unit will essentially double what is provided by the simplex units. Now, in order to build as proposed, we need to seek a zoning amendment from the existing RS3 to RT4. And again, this would be consistent with actual uses on the block and directly adjoining the subject site. 3020 is adjoined to the north by 3018, which is a vintage building that is also 3 stories with a raised basement, similar to ours, which we have a 3-story building with a raised basement. Adjoining to the south is also multifamily. And there are other similar buildings on the block, specifically 3029. There have been, Union has recognized multiple zoning amendments over the last few years. Not specifically on this block, but 1 block north and 1 block south. There are several zoning amendments to RT4 to provide for new development on the block. So therefore, as you can see, we are providing a something that's all brick building with architectural features that are high end and should fit nicely into the existing character of the block, while also providing something that provides diversity and new something new to the block. And we would ask for the neighborhood support of the project.
Great. Does anybody have any questions? Matt, do you have any questions?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Close earlier this year, is that accurate?
I don't remember exactly, but yeah, sounds
Within the last 12 months is when the previous building was demolished. Yeah.
I think we walk by this all the time, and the buildings next to it aren't single story, so each roof also, I think, helped a lot with light access for neighbors. No questions for me.
Okay. No, just refresh my memory. You're going to live in the building. Is it your whole family that's going to be living in the building, or are you planning on renting the units out on top?
no, my 2 kids are.
Your 2 kids are. That's what I thought. I'm sorry. I have so many buildings, like zoning change requests in my head that I couldn't remember, but this looked very familiar to me. So your family's going to be living in it. Because one of the concerns that generally we get with newer construction and these types of zoning changes is whether or not someone's going to be renting their units out for Airbnb.
And if I remember correctly, it's your son in 1 unit and your daughter in the other?
Yes. Okay. And knowing that nothing is forever on that, and when your children get married and they start having kids of their own, they're probably going to grow out of some of these units. Would you be open to putting forward a restriction on not renting to short-term rentals so that you wouldn't use it for Airbnbs at any point in the future?
We have no intent.
You have no intention. So Tom, can we,
I don't even know how that works.
okay, Tom, can we add that in? I just like, it's good practice for us on the Airbnb if we put in some sort of restrictive covenant around that.
Yeah, we can develop one. Yes.
Okay,
And
great.
this matter hasn't been filed yet, so we are
Oh, good.
multiple months away from
Okay,
coming to hearing on something like this.
okay. And are you going to do any landscaping in the front of the building? I know, I mean, I think it's gonna be a great improvement, obviously it's a empty lot right now. One of the other things, I think, just from a curb appeal perspective, is, are you gonna do any landscaping inside the gate area here? I know you don't have a lot of space, but it's a yes or no question. That's not some sort of requirement. It's just something that I like to ask people as they're building newer
Not sure, but
properties.
something has to be done though.
Yeah.
It's a sunken lot, by the way.
Oh, it's a sunken lot? Okay,
It's a sunken lot, so it's not that whole lot to do.
okay. Understood.
You are not talking about the sidewalk.
No, that's our responsibility. So time out, like on your
It's a
property.
sunken lot, so
Okay.
we really have no.
You don't have a
no
whole
idea
lot of
what
options.
to do.
Okay. Okay. Carlos, do you have any questions?
No, I mean, happy to hear that it's just one family moving in. So.
Yeah. Well, and it's a common thing. Look, I have the same situation. My parents live downstairs from me, so.
Yeah.
Yes, it is very common. here in our community, and it's nice to have multi-generational living situations here. Stephen, is there anything that you wanted to offer up since you took the time to join us? It looks really
No,
nice.
Thank you. Yeah, I think Tom did a great job presenting it, so I appreciate that, Tom. Thank you. And thank you ultimately for your time.
Oh, you're welcome. And then in the back of the building, we're gonna have 3 parking spaces.
Correct, plus rear yard somewhere.
Plus a rear yard, okay. And then I'm assuming a fence at some point. You might want some protection by your, or just some privacy from your neighbors. Okay. I don't have any other questions, and if nobody else does, I think I'm happy to provide my support for this zoning change. So we'll get you a letter of support for this requested change. Tom will get that over to you. We can work with Carlos on that. I don't know when you want to file this. But if you let us know when, we'll make sure we get the letter over to you as soon as possible.
Great, great. And thank you. And thank you to everyone who attended today.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you. Well, with that, I'm gonna end tonight's meeting. Thanks for joining us. We're gonna be posting this on our YouTube channel eventually. Thanks for being here, everybody. Stay safe and try to stay dry.
Good
Thank you. Take care.
Bye.
night.
Bye-bye.